Welcome. We are so pleased to have you here with us in Everyday Creativity, and a warm welcome from myself. I am Dan McDermott and my partner Sharon Bennett. Together we run Everyday Creativity, and we just like to say welcome, and we're so pleased to have you on board. This recording is a screen recording to show you around the Everyday Creativity website and a little heads up on how to get the Everyday Creativity mobile app onto your device so you have quick access to the forum. So here we are on the Everyday Creativity homepage. This is our website, of course. You will have been on this page, no doubt, and had an explore around, and you've already become a fully fledged member of Everyday Creativity by purchasing a payment plan, a subscription, and it gives you access to this page. Now, when you signed up, you may have found this already, that we sent you a password. That's our generic password to access this members area. So once you've done that, you are then into the members area, and this is where you can access the various aspects of Everyday Creativity that are now open to you. You may be prompted to log in here. You won't need to sign up, because if you have a subscription, you are already an Everyday Creativity site member, but you may need to log in, and that's where you would use the password that you created when you signed up. So that's your own password. So once you've used the generic password we'd emailed to you, you get into this page, then you can log in here with your own password that's connected to your member account. Once you're logged in, you have access to these areas. The first one on the left is a welcome page with lots of information, much written out, much like what this video is telling you. However, it's just a page with all the information and access to this video again if you want to rewatch it, and our terms and conditions, and there's a materials list in case you want to upgrade your materials. So that's the welcome page, good place to explore. You can look at your member account in here, and you can create a little biography of yourself. You may have done that already when you subscribed, and that would be a short piece of writing that other members can see, because if you click into here, you will see a card for each member and you can click in and read their little biographies. You'll also have access to your private account information in there. You also have it here as well, about your subscriptions and things like that. So that's about the members. And then this one on the right, this is access to our schedule of events. And so our events are essentially our webinar meetings that we have twice a month. Early on in the month, we have a project introduction where I introduce the project brief and we review our progress, our creative progress so far, and we just chat. Later in the month, in the mid part of the month, we have a progress review where we are talking about sharing how our creativity and our practice is going, sharing our work with each other and checking progress, and I give tips and advice and guidance. And there's the Zoom link, which is for the meetings are all held on Zoom. Essentially, it's always the same Zoom link, so you could save it somewhere. We have a recurring Zoom link for the meetings. So if I press back, I'm just back in the members homepage, and then let's talk about the forum, because the forum is where it all happens. Okay, so this is the forum. It's made of 3 areas that make up the forum. This one is where I tend to post project briefs and meetings, and this is just simply the links to our monthly project briefs, the link to the actual Zoom meeting, and also I post up links to the recordings of the meetings. If you couldn't make a meeting, you can watch it, and also if you want to review the discussion again afterwards, there's a lot of references and art references and creativity references that come up in meetings, and people like to be able to review the meeting and watch it again. However, all the sharing during the month and all of the action happens here in Creative Process. Just before we go into there, We have this one running as well. This is a group for visioning and goal setting. And Sharon is running this, and this is very much about setting ambitious creative goals and supporting each other to achieve them. So if we just go into creative progress, where everything happens during the month, this is where it's a forum like any other, except it's private for us. It's our own everyday creativity forum. So it's a little bit like Facebook forums, except it's just our own private one. And this is where you can post your work, and we support each other. You can comment, you can have conversations, post your progress, get tips, and we all share inspiration. And so it's self-explanatory, really. And I think the main thing would be to get started. Just perhaps you might like to post something, post an image of recent work, and just get the conversation started. Now, just before we go, because I think that's pretty much everything you need, if I just nip back now to members homepage. So back on the homepage here, I just want to show you that you can get the Everyday Creativity mobile app. And so all you would need to do is either use your mobile device to scan this QR code, or click this link from your mobile device, and that will, or one of these links, and that will take you to download something called Spaces, because the Everyday Creativity app is run on something called Wix Spaces. So you would have that on your phone, and then you'll be able to have a direct link to the Everyday Creativity app. This is really useful because it's very likely you might be photographing your own work to share it on your mobile device. So having the app on your phone makes that process very easy. Okay, so I'm just going to show you now how to get the Everyday Creativity mobile app onto your phone. Once you've used the QR code and followed the instructions, you will then have Spaces by Wix app on your phone, which you'll need to keep on your phone the whole time. Then once you open up Spaces, you can then click into the Everyday Creativity app itself. This is what the homepage of the app looks like. So here you can do everything you want to do within the EDC app. Next step to get this extra logo on your mobile device is to click on the three little dots in the top right of the screen. Once you're here, you scroll down to add to device home screen. So click there. Once you're on this page, you follow the instructions. So my phone is an iPhone, and so step 2 is to click on this logo here. It might differ depending on which device you're using. And now you should have another icon on your mobile, which is this. And so essentially this is a shortcut straight to our mobile app. So it just cuts out one stage of clicking. You need to keep Spaces app on your phone and the EDC app. It just means that's a shortcut directly to the mobile app. And so that just makes it easy for you to engage with the app and the whole of the membership. Okay, so once again, really look forward to working with you on the inside. See you there.